Many people don't know that Allah and Yahweh are two different entities. Even their appearances are very different from each other. The Bible states that we have been created in His own image. So, as a Christian, I know what my God looks like. However, in Islamic traditions, Allah's appearance has been a matter of contention ever since its early days. There are claims such as Allah has two hands and both are right hands. He has one eye. He has multiple eyes, and so on.
The Quran says that Allah has one eye, and another ayah says He has multiple eyes. And both of Allah's hands are right hands.
The hadith says very clearly that both His hands are right.
We believe that both of the hands of Allah are what? كِلْتَا يَدَيْهِ يَمِينٌ. Both of them are right. How? I don't know. Don't try.
Well, however odd these claims may sound, they are not lies, and there is some truth to what they say. According to Quran, Allah taught the Arabic language to men. People saw Him and interacted with Him. How else would one learn a language? Maybe what they are telling us is what they saw. Now, let me explain. It all happened approximately around 2800 BC. That is, about 500 years after the flood of Noah. There was an incident called the Confusion of Tongues at the Tower of Babel, the ruins of which can still be seen at Borsippa in the Babel Governorate of Iraq. I know many Muslims deny that it ever happened. However, the well-respected Islamic scholar Al-Tabari goes great lengths to explain this incident. He says that one evening their speech was Syriac. The next morning, God had confused their tongues, meaning the human language, and thus they became unable to understand each other. So God did confuse the human language. People got scattered, moved to other places, and established their own settlements. What you see here are all settlements born of that one single incident. Still, they needed a language to communicate effectively. You know who gave it to them? It was some odd-looking aquatic creatures from the Lucifer's abyss who taught humans language and civilization. Oannes is a well-recorded one. Historian Berosus, who was a contemporary of Alexander the Great, wrote about him. According to him, Oannes taught language to the Sumerians. Berosus called him an intelligent beast who was an amphibian, meaning the one who lived in the water. In fact, Berosus got to know about Oannes from the well-preserved inscriptions at the temple of Marduk, where he used to be a priest before he became a historian. Now, a few words about what Oannes looked like. What you are seeing here is a sculpture of Oannes from the 6th century BC from a place called Pasargade in Iran. Look at his 4 legs. These are the nature of creatures that taught languages to human. A similar entity appeared to Indians by the name Agastya, who taught Sanskrit and the Tamil languages. Nowadays, they depict him as human as possible, but he did sport a tail like his counterpart Hanuman the monkey god, and his boss the devil himself. And there was another one, that is the half-snake, half-human Patanjali, who gave the much-touted yoga to the humans. He also contributed to Tamil grammar. Because of his unsightliness, he used to teach his students from behind a curtain, and no one was allowed to peek inside. So odd and gruesome looking were these creatures. No wonder Allah being one of these entities that taught language appeared weird as the Quran and the Hadith claims. Thanks for watching.